Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. It is Miracle Ugwebu, okay? And in today's video, I'll be teaching you on basic design principles that you need to know as a graphic designer. It is very important. If you want your design to come out well, I will always emphasize on this. There are basic things that you need to know, and one of them is the design principles. Okay, so in this video I'll be teaching you the ones you can see on my screen here: contrast, emphasis, hierarchy, and alignment. I will try as much as I can to make this video very short and still detailed. Okay, so just follow me through, you will get everything. These concepts are very easy to understand. Following through this video and watching it to the end will enable you to understand all of these things so that you can be able to design well, not just designing per se, but coming out with a design that is outstanding, a design that is catchy, a design that is impressive and compelling. All right, so once again, I'll just remind you to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you can always get first hand information whenever I drop my videos. Okay, so if you are just seeing this video for the first time, I've done other videos before now on things that you need to know if you're just starting out as a graphic designer. So check for my other videos, you would see some of them. You go through them and it will help you a lot. Okay, so do well to like this video. Please, like is an encouragement to me, and also drop your comments in the comment section. You can feel free to let me know those videos you want me to teach you, those things, topics you want me to teach you, those things you are looking forward from me, those things you want me to teach you. You can do well to comment in this comment section. Drop them in the comment section. All right, I'll see them. So moving on, I'll be starting with contrast. What is contrast? Let's talk about contrast. As a graphic designer, you need to know what contrast is all about. Okay, so this is contrast. We're starting with contrast. Now, when we talk about contrast, it is just the visible difference between two or more visual elements in a composition. Okay, so in contrast, the choice of color that you use matters a lot. You must be able to choose the right color that suits whatever visual element you are using. Okay, you want your visual element to pop up well, you want it to pop up appropriately. You don't want people to stress themselves to understand what is contained in your design. You want people to just see your design and notice every visual element there. You want them to get the full gist of what your graphic design entails. This is what contrast is all about. So you must be able to choose the right color and the right size, okay, in contrast. Okay, all right, let's say this is a design. Okay, this is contrast. Okay, it's a design, and let's say this is the title of your design and this is the subtitle of your design. Now look at it: contrast. You would be able to notice this easily. Is that not so? Before this, okay, now let's go about to try shape and let's see what this will give us. Okay, so let's say we are using this shape. Sorry, I made a mistake. Let's go back. Okay, so I'll just go ahead to click on this and choose the right shape that I want. All right, so this is it. Now copy. Okay, so this is it. So you would notice this easily, all right, before this. Okay, so this is what contrast entails. Now let's say I want to give this a background. Okay, this is my background for my design, white background. Now it is not going to be meaningful. Let's move this to the front and see. You would not even notice what I've written. Okay, now those words are in front of this shape, but you can't even notice them. Now let's turn our background to have another color. Look at it, red. Okay, now you can see that the word contrast has popped up. Now what if we make this background to remain white, and then we give the right of a black color. Let's give it a black color and see. Now do you see it pop up very well, very visible and nice? So this is what contrast entails. You must be able to use the right color for your visual element. Let me bring this circle to the front and let's do some experiments with them. Okay, now look at this circle here. You are making use of a white background, and then let's say you are using this color. Now Okay, even though it's out. Let me use this now. Let me make this at the same size because we want to do a comparing and contrasting of this now so that you can clearly understand. Now if we use black, it pops up more than the yellow color. Imagine if I use this kind of color, it looks faint. People will not notice what is there. Is that not so? Now let's use something else again so that you can see. Okay, these colors are cool. Now let me change this my background to something else. Let me change this to something else. Imagine this, and then I'm making this one to be white. Okay, it's okay. Now imagine this. It will not be so visible compared to when you are using something like this. Okay, this one is contrasting so well. Now do you see this? It is not so nice with this background. Okay, let me make that background white so that you see something. Imagine if this background is white. Now look at it. Beautiful. Now this is exactly what I want. Now do you see that this one you struggle to notice it? Why? Because this white background and this kind of yellow does not go well. Okay, so in contrast, please use the right color. That is what contrast entails in graphic design. Being able to use the right color, all right, that will enable your design to pop up and your viewers, your audience will easily notice what is contained in your design. Let's move over to the second one, which is alignment. Sorry, alignment. So let's move over to the next. All right, we're moving over to the next, which is emphasis. I want to show you something, guys, before I talk about emphasis. Imagine me using this kind of color now for this whole background. Can you see that you will not even notice this word emphasis? It looks somehow, okay? It looks somehow. Now, let me change it to this color, to white. Do you see how it has popped up? So that is still all about contrast. All right, now we are in emphasis. All right, so what then is emphasis? Now emphasis is just like contrast, okay, but basically for emphasis it helps you to direct your reader's view to a particular thing. That is letting them know what is most important in your design, the most important thing that you want your viewer to see. All right, that's what emphasis does. It gives your viewers, tell them what is most important. Okay, don't confuse this with contrast, please. Contrast has to do with popping out your design. You want people to clearly see it. You don't want them to strain their eyes. It's just like somebody that does not see well and is reading a Bible or a book that has tiny fonts. You get, that person will struggle without the aid of an eyeglass. So that's what contrast is. But for emphasis, making your viewers, your audience, the people seeing your flyer, to know what is most important in that flyer. Okay, so we can in emphasis, so for emphasis, you can lay emphasis on your design by choosing the right color, the font that you want to use, the font size, opacity. All of those things are what helps you to lay emphasis. Now let's talk about some of these things I just mentioned. Okay, let me get this background. All right, and move this over to the front. Let me give it a nice contrast. Sorry, let me give it a nice contrast, and then we move on. Good, this is it. Now let's say I want to design a flyer, and this is my flyer here. I'm trying to design, this is my space where I will design, and I want to design a church flyer, maybe a prayer summit. Now this is it, prayer summit. Okay, now I will have to make this thing bold, big, because this is my main focus. I want to catch the attention of people that love to pray and I want to attend my program. Okay, so the title of this program or whatever we are hosting, whatever you are organizing, the title is Prayer Summit. So you want to make it big. Imagine if you come to do this now. Do you know that some people that don't have time to waste, they will hardly just understand what you are talking about? Okay, now, okay, let's give this a subtitle and let's see a subheading. Sorry. Okay, now let's look at this. Remember, this is not real. Now, let's say this is a subtitle, and in this program, we're going to be talking about steps to overcome Satan. Do you see now? We are laying emphasis more on this one. Okay, before this, at least people that are interested in prayer. But if you just make this, imagine if you make this more bigger. Okay, let's do this. Imagine if you make this more bigger. Let's make it. Let's give it a. Okay, imagine making this much bigger and then making the title more smaller. Can you see this? Can you? Someone will just may not even notice this prayer summit and just saw steps to overcoming Satan, and the person may be like, ah, have I not been overcoming Satan before? Stuff like that, okay? You understand? But when you make this one, which is the main focus, prayer summit, it gets people attention. Ah, people are passionate to pray, and in coming to pray, they now learn how to, overcome Satan. Okay, remember this is not real. We're just trying to create something so that you can understand what this entails. Okay. Okay, so I've been able to lay emphasis here by using what we call font size. Okay, I've increased the font size of this one while I reduce the font of this font size. Another thing we can use is font. Now, let me do something. Let's say you make the title this. Now, imagine making the title using this type of font, even though it's very big, and then using the one that is like the subtitle, which is not the main focus, as making it more bold, or using a more bold font for it, unlike the what is it called, the title. Just imagine that people will just not even take you serious. Okay, people will struggle to understand what you are saying. Okay, now imagine making this to have a more bigger font than the main prayer summit title of your flyer. Okay, so if you can see this smartphone design, imagine this is a flyer. Once you see smartphone design, I've laid emphasis even on the phone design, using color to differentiate it from this smart. It will get your attention. If this is a flyer, let's say I'm organizing a graphic design class and I said phone design, you get it easily. And look at this basic design principle. Now let's say it's going to be a sub of what I'll be teaching. This is my flyer. Do you know basic design principle will not get your attention, unlike the way this will get your attention? So this is the main focus. So you lay much emphasis on this, what you want your audience to easily get when they view your flyer. That's what emphasis on entails. So you can use the size of the font type, and also colors to lay emphasis. Okay, so emphasis will help you to pronounce whatever visual element that is you are using for your design. Okay, all right, so this is what emphasis entails. And emphasis is just like the next one I will explain now, which is hierarchy. Okay, emphasis is just like hierarchy. Okay, I'll talk about this now. Okay, let me take this one off. Okay, I will still be needing it. All right, all of these things are just related if you can understand them very well. So let's talk about this one now, the hierarchy. Okay, now it is just the way you are able to arrange your element to show the one that is more important. This is the title of our program. We have used the right contrast, which is the color we are using now. It is now visible. Okay, that's the right. Now we want to lay emphasis on it. Okay, now we now put it to come first before this one, which is like a sub of the program. Okay, this is what hierarchy is all about. So you are giving more importance to the things that are you are giving more attention to the things that are most important. Okay, making them to come first. Okay, arranging them well that people can easily see them first. Okay, so in obeying the law of hierarchy, your subject matter, the main focus of whatever your flyer is talking about, should be more pronounced. Okay, so hierarchy is it kind of give your design a direction. Okay, it is used to create direction. It gives your audience direction. Okay, I'm seeing this. Okay, then I will also benefit this, okay, and maybe it's going to happen by so time and so venue. Okay, let's put this now. Maybe this, we're talking about the venue. The venue. Now let's say it's going to happen in Assemblies Church. Okay, this is the venue. Alright. So do you see that you are now giving, look at it now, you have reduced this, okay? So they need to see this first. Okay, this is what I'll benefit if I come. Now where is the venue? They look for the venue. Okay, not coming to make venue bigger. Imagine you making venue of a program bigger and arranging it first in your flyer. Do you know that people will not even take you serious before you are now coming to tell them, oh yeah, it's prayer summit that we are going to do in this particular venue? Okay, it doesn't make sense at all. Okay, so hierarchy just has to do with giving arranging your visual elements according to their order of importance, the one that should come first before another. Okay, so let's move to the last one that I'll be talking about, which is alignment. And God, this is very important. If you don't know this, no matter whatever you have done here, you have just wasted your time. Okay, so in design we have a way we arrange things. Okay, we have ways to arrange your design to make it look good. You don't want your things to just be scattered all over the place. Imagine if this is here, this is here, this is here, like a playground. You are playing. Okay, you are playing. So alignment will make your design to be in order. Okay, we have different type of alignment. We have edge alignment, which will either move to the right or the left or the top or the bottom, and we have also the center alignment, which will just be focused on the center. Hope that, luckily for us, Pixel is designed in a way that we have something that can just guide us. Look at it, align here. It can help you to align. Now you are designing this work, okay? You want everything to be in the middle. You come here, you align to the middle. Okay, sorry. Let's do this. Sorry. You arrange everything. Now this is coming to the middle. Let's take this to the, let's, sorry. I think it is the nature of how this design is using this original back is using this original space here, not this. Okay, let me do something. I think I'll have to do something. I'll have to make this one very big as the whole of my workspace so that you can clearly see me. Now this is it. Okay, so I'll go ahead to maybe give it another color. Okay, you see this, it's not looking so good. Okay, maybe we could just manage this. Okay, now I'll go ahead to lock this. So I want this to be in the middle. Okay, now I'll come here, I'll align it to the middle. Watch, do you see? Now maybe it's not so visible here because let me use a longer concept. Sorry. Summit, prayer summit, prayer summit, prayer summit program for all. Let me just use this. Okay, we're trying to just learn something, not like it is okay, look at it. Now I want it to be in the middle. Okay, I want it to use a center alignment. Okay, I'll do this. Okay, then do you see how it is now? It is now aligned to the center. Maybe I'll now do the same for this one as well. States of occurring Satan and failures. Right, states of occurring Satan and failures. I can now go ahead to do this alignment in the middle. Do you see this? Beautiful. And let's say I want to maintain a center placement of all of my design. I'll come here, put it in the center. I'll come here as well, put it in the, do you see? It makes this design to look good. People just, it will not just be scattered all over the place. Do you see this? It is very okay. People will understand. Now let's say I want to align my every of my design to the right, okay, or let's say to the left. What do? I come to align. I move it like this to the left. Do you notice that? I move it to the left. Good. And I can use this my grid here to make a kind of a direction. Do you notice what I did? I tap on this place. After tapping on this place, sorry, it's appeared. I tapped on this place. Look at it. and I just touch on the one I want to achieve. Now I'm using this as my ruler to guide me. Okay, I click out, then I come here. Okay, I've placed this one where you see this one is outside. I'll move it here. Good. I move this one as well here. Okay, and I move this one here as well. It makes your design, watch this now, look at this, very neat and fine. I want to maintain this direction. The same thing I can do it. I come here, I move this here, sorry, I move this, let me remove this. I align this to the other side. Do you see it? I move it, I use this as my guiding mark. Okay, depending on the kind of design you're doing and what you want for yourself. Do you see this? And I use that rule as my kind of my guide to make everything to be good. So this is what I like. Look at how beautiful this is, properly arranged. Not like when it is like this one is here, this one is here, this one is here. Everything scattered all over the place. You just confuse your audience. You confuse them. They are looking for, where is venue, what time, where is this place, where is that place, what am I getting from this program, am I paying any money, where is it located? So all of these things should be aligned. You want to, you maintain center. You want to go use the right, you want to use the left, arrange everything well. Okay, and make sure everything looks orderly and okay. So this is what alignment entails. So this is where I'll be stopping in this video on the basic design principles that you need to know. I hope you find this video helpful. Please don't forget to turn on the notification bell because I will keep sending value-filled videos like this. Okay, turn on the notification bell, subscribe, like, comment and share.